Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It's your buddy Chewie coming back at you. It has been a while. How are things? Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody's healthy and happy in this crazy coronavirus landscape that we're living in. Let's see. I just came out of Sam's Club. It was the first time that I've actually been into Sam's Club, or really into any store, since all this shit happened. I wore my mask. I kept my social distance. But it's weird, man, right? It is... I'll tell you what I thought was weird. I was shocked at how many people weren't wearing masks. In the state of Ohio, it is not a mandate, but it is highly suggested. Yeah, I don't know. I guess I just assumed that anybody that I saw out was going to be wearing a mask. Let's see. I don't know if you've heard. Have you seen these? So kids are having birthdays, and they can't have birthday parties, and so they're doing these kind of drive-by birthdays, right? Where everybody lines up at a certain time and a certain day, and they all drive by and they honk and they wave their hands and they play music, and that's kind of the birthday, right? And so we actually just did it for a buddy of mine. He's 40 today, so happy birthday, Joey. So we all got together and we drove by his house and looked like idiots for a couple minutes, and got to see our buddy on his 40th birthday, which was kind of special, I think. So but I'm very much looking forward to the time when we can get together and actually celebrate and be with one another and be with family and friends and those kind of things. I don't know about you guys, but I really miss just kind of social interaction. I miss, you can only have so many Zoom calls, which, by the way, can we just all agree? Look, I understand you're not going to be in the shower for every Zoom call. I get it. I have a Zoom call every morning at 8:30. I rarely shower before it. And hey, coffee is a necessity. But can we just all agree that we're not going to eat when we're on a Zoom call? Like, is that fair? Or at the very least, mute, right? Is there anything worse than somebody chewing while on a Zoom call? I just, anyways, kind of, but that's not what I'm here today. I just, last night or the night before last, I watched on Netflix a new movie called Spenser Confidential. Stars Mark Wahlberg as Spenser. If you don't know, Spenser is actually the character created by an author by the name of Dr. Robert Parker. Robert Parker is my all-time favorite author. He has written, I don't know, probably on the order of like 40 or 50 Spenser books. Unfortunately, passed away in the early 2000s, I think. And the legacy and the character, and not only Spenser, but a couple other characters that he created, were actually taken up by some other authors, and they've kind of carried on the character, a la kind of James Bond, which is really kind of cool. I actually stopped reading the books after Dr. Parker died. And so this really wasn't on my radar. Also, you might know it from the show Spenser for Hire. That's Spenser, same character. And so this really wasn't on my radar that Mark Wahlberg was starring in a Spenser movie. So I turned it on one night, and I have to say, I really, really enjoyed it. It was a good story. It was roughly based, very loosely based on a book called Wonderland, which was written by Trace Atkins, I believe is the author's name. Again, he's using the characters. And so it was really interesting for me as a Spenser fan. So Spenser has kind of this universe that he lives in, and he runs across the same characters all the time, and he deals with he's got the same associates and the same girlfriend and this, that, and the other thing. And so there was a lot of names and a lot of characters in this movie from that Spenser universe. His kind of number one partner or sidekick or what have you is a guy named Hawk. It's this big black dude who's just this kind of badass, right? Hawk in this show was a little bit younger than I always kind of thought he, envisioned him in my mind. But I thought the Hawk character was really, really well done. I apologize, I don't know the actor's name. The one big thing that I missed in this universe or this movie was Susan has a longtime girlfriend named Susan. Did I say Susan? Spenser has a longtime girlfriend named Susan. Susan was not in this, and I was kind of bummed about that. He did have, though, a girlfriend in this who was and I don't know if she was supposed to be the Susan character or what, but she was played by, and I'm not going to remember her name, it's this comedian, real good-looking gal named Eliza Schlesinger, maybe? I think that might be her name. Great character, raunchy, rude, swears all the time, you know, and this, so Spenser is from Boston. They all got these Boston accents. So I found myself thinking after, you know, I said, oh, that was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. It was very action-packed, very violent, not a ton of blood, but, you know, the story revolves around crooked cops and a couple murders and, you know, Spenser is kind of a PI. And so I found myself thinking, would I have enjoyed this movie if I wasn't a Spenser fan? And I think the answer is yes. I'll be interested to hear from some people if you have seen the movie and you're not a Spenser fan. I'll be interested to hear. Leave me a comment or shoot me an email or what have you, or a tweet. I'm interested to hear what you have to say because I think it's a pretty damn good movie. If you're a Netflix subscriber, I would suggest you go check it out. It's called Spenser Confidential. Yeah, like I said, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. I enjoyed it, and I hope you do too. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.